Exciting news to Grand Rapids. We are going to see urban farming transforming some community spaces. Is this going to be a good thing? Do you like something like this being introduced when we have such a housing shortage? I would love to hear from you from that. And also make sure you stay tuned to the entire video with a special offer for your home's value. Let's dive in. Grand Rapids nonprofit, the New City Neighbors, has made headlines by securing a 5.5-acre parcel of land on Ball Avenue, which is in the Creston neighborhood, for $396,000. So this acquisition is going to be part of an ongoing mission to expand urban farming and youth programming through agriculture, which is pretty cool. I mean, this hat I'm wearing today, feel free to check out their channel. It's a farmer. It's super important to have those types of programs so we build up, for those who are interested, the next generation of farmers in Michigan. Let's talk through the details about the project. So it's a very ambitious plan by New City Neighbors. It's going to be used for productive farming to supply fresh produce to the local community. It's also going to be an educational and incubator space. So portions of the property will support training programs, provide an incubator space for new farmers to develop their skills. So not a typical, like, think about incubating some eggs. It's going to be a way for people to hone their skills, learn about agriculture in an urban setting. There will also be infrastructure improvements here. So the project will have native plants along the roadways, an 8-foot perimeter fence to keep the deer out, because if you live in Michigan and you've got some plants, you know how hungry they are for your plants. And then also eventually a pole barn for cold storage and also to wash produce. What this does for the community is it preserves an already standing green space. While it preserves green space, it's also giving educational opportunities for the community. So see that as a win-win. It's not going to be some high-rise building. It's not going to be a bunch of multifamily properties. And even though we need those, or single-family units, we need those too. We do need green spaces also. And this is a great win-win for the community. When will it happen? Well, they plan to begin farming in 2026. So sorry if you wanted to start into it in 2025 here. We're gonna have to wait a little bit, but good things come to those who wait. What are the pros and cons for something like this being introduced to the Creston neighborhood? It's going to enhance the green space of the area. So like I said before, we are adding on to it obviously, but there's going to be a well-managed green area near Huff Park. It offers a buffer and a recreational benefits and a more attractive neighborhood environment. This kind of goes without saying, but there's going to be community engagement and some educational pieces here with some added youth programming for agriculture. It's also going to bring local food production, so we can also, grow our own food. And finally, the economic development. So this is going to also bring people in who want to be surrounded by this. It's probably going to be a big factor with some people wanting to be a part of this and wanting to be located really close to it. What would the cons be if you're someone living here or looking to move here? There is going to be some increased foot traffic and other traffic in the area with this kind of project taking place. There's going to be changes to the neighborhood character. You're going to see a different aesthetic in that green space, that 5.5 acres there. There's going to be some new zoning challenges that come along with this, but if it's part of the master plan, it should go through relatively smoothly. There could be some of those that don't want this here, so there could be some challenges there too, and also some resource allocation challenges. Some people might argue, should we be investing money into something like this? Isn't it going to be less expensive to put kids on a bus and send them where there's already farmland? I don't know. What do you think? I would love to hear your thoughts below. Now, what about the potential impacts on home values? Depending on how you look at it, this could be a very good improved neighborhood appeal. It's an enhanced green space. It's going to look good. They're invest money into this to make it look appealing and also have that win-win of educational opportunities like we talked about before. Anytime you have an addition like this, you're going to see an economic revitalization. The city's investing into this. You're going to start see others investing into maybe some ancillary business opportunities around this. And of course, the homeowners love it when you're investing all this money right next to their home. What are some potential cons for homeowners and potential home shoppers here? The biggest one, the elephant in the room, is maybe I don't want to live next to a farm. Maybe I don't want to live next to this barn and a huge fence and a bunch of kids who are trying out farming. That's not really what I signed up for when I moved to this area. And it could potentially also be the same thing for people that wanted to move to the area. I don't want to live next to a farm, so home values potentially could go down if none of the other revitalizing options fall into place. Also, we don't know the long-term effects of what this could do to the community. Is this going to be something that is just going to be around for a few years, people lose interest, and then what do we do with this barn and everything else that we invested with our tax dollars? What happens there? So there is a big question mark as to what happens if we don't have interest in this program. What's going to happen to this area. In summary, and I would say in general, it is kind of cool to see Grand Rapids investing into kids that want to do something else with their life. It obviously must be something that is a hot topic here if a nonprofit is willing to invest almost $400,000 just into the acreage plus everything else going into it. Really cool. If you're worried about what is going to happen to your home value and you want that home valuation, click the link below. Anything more specific, free, no obligation. I would love to walk through your home with you, give you an idea of what the home value is now, and then obviously as we start getting into this project, what home values are doing in between. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to stay in the know, make sure you subscribe to this channel. We are going to take different newsy things like this that have the potential to positively or negatively affect your home's value. So it's super important to stay into the know. Let me do the research for you and report it back to you. We'll see you at the next video.